Okay, so the first one, let's give a scenario for you to get an understanding. What is the value as perceived by the customer? So there is a customer who says that I'm not very happy. I have my guest coming, and the guest is coming to talk to me for 15 minutes, and I am keen in offering the guest a tea or coffee, especially coffee. But my problem is, if I look into the current process, it takes me 27 minutes to actually make a coffee. Okay, so look at the process: boiling water, adding milk, adding coffee, adding sugar, add it in a mug and serve it. So these are all the timings. If you see, addition is 27 minutes. But the person comes in the house at 9 and leaves at 9:15. So we have only 15 minutes. By the time coffee arrives, it becomes 9:27. So this is not adding any value. I'm feeling guilty that the person is going without me offering any coffee. He may be under impression that I am not interested in serving coffee and I'm not happy with this. That's my value. Okay, I have shared it with the coffee company. That's it, period. Right? And obviously, I will talk about the cost also. Per cup, this is the cost I'm expecting. I find it is expensive or cheap. Let's focus here on more of the time perspective. Okay, so every voice of customer can have different requirement: cost, time, performance, quality, and so on. Now let's say the other one. I'm showing you cases which have happened in the reality. Okay, which will give you idea about what is voice of customer and how it got evolved. Okay, so now if you see, there is this sachet which is very famous, which is like three in one, two in one. That's what is come right in the market. And if you see, within a span of 4 minutes, you are ready with the coffee. So imagine a scenario: the customer was not happy because it was taking 27 minutes, and he came back and shared it with the supplier or producer that I'm not happy with this item. I want it to be done in 5 minutes because the guest comes for 10 minutes. And if I offer him or her a coffee, then he can stay back until he enjoys the coffee. Right? Now, this product got evolved because of the voice of customer requirements. It came out, it got registered. Not everything is successful, but there will be many things which got created because the voice of customer came back and said that this is how I'm expecting it. Can you see how this got evolved? This session got evolved, and it is very famously known globally, right? Now, the taste is a question. The rule is, ideally speaking, both the taste should be the same. Okay, that is ideal word. But the customer will be saying if it is 95% perfect, 5% I'm not very close, but I'm able to offer him, he is happy, then I'll still go for it. Okay, so ideally speaking, we start with the quality remaining constant without any change, but there will be some particular deterioration can happen, or it could be better also. You never know. Okay, but that's the first part. That's the example. Let me put it in the second example. Somebody one fine day said, I have a girlfriend and I have a wife, and I don't want to carry two mobiles. I want to ensure that nobody doubts me, and people should not start believing why you're carrying the mobile, because every time a person sees two mobiles, then the question will be asked by both girlfriend and wife, right? That please give me both the numbers, right? I don't have a choice to hide. Okay, don't take all my examples very seriously. Okay, this is just for fun. As a result of which, now somebody said, I want a system where I can have two connections on a common phone. I don't want to carry two mobiles. Okay, that's the requirement of the customer. That's my value as per the customer. And then came the evolution of the dual SIM. So if you observe in the first case also, customer said I want something, and the customer never knew how to achieve it, nor the producer knew how to achieve it. Second case also, it came as a requirement. Nobody knew during that point of time how to achieve it. But because that question opened a huge market as an opportunity, the product got evolved, which is value as perceived by the customer. Okay, go to the third example. In the third example, this is about your blood test, right? Fasting sugar, right? If you remember, you used to take days together for the from the time the lead time for the blood testing, from the time you take a decision that the blood has to be tested to the time you actually have the report in your hand, was taking almost 24 to 48 hours. At the same time, You used to always remember paying 10 times more money to this test, right? Because there was so much of process involved. Look at the new equipment which has got evolved. Your time and cost reduced by 99%. Now, as per the customer, he believes for this test, I should not be paying more than 20 rupees or maybe 1 dirham or 2 dirham. Why should I be paying 25, 50, 100 dirhams or maybe 500 rupees in India, right? That I'm doing it because everybody is putting a gun on my head and says you have to pay it. I don't have a choice. And the doctor on top is prescribing it, right? Can you see what has happened? The value perceived from a customer view is kept on the table. The moment it is kept on the table, I have no clue during this point of time how to get it done. Everybody whoever is working on this, if you set the goal statement in front of the world, right? Every damn person in that area, 99.9% will call you foolish because they are going to say, are you gone out of your mind? How can you expect 99% reduction in the cost? It is practical. You tell me 10%, 5%, it's possible. 99%, it's impossible. This will be a statement. Now, I am also making this statement generic for all of you guys as participants. When you are working on projects, right, you'll find Lean and Six Sigma methodologies have so much tremendous power that the minimum improvement, like rejection, cost reduction, will be as high as 50% above. There are changes where the benefit has become 90, 95% also. So when you set a goal, right, people will laugh at you and you have to tell yourself, you have no idea. I want you to wait and experience. That's what I want you all to say. And don't feel bogged down and don't change your goal to make others happy.
I have one question.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, from my understanding, from your discussion on understanding value, so can we say that this is the requirement of the customer? Once we get the requirement of the customer, then we, evaluate their requirements, and then we see our capabilities. And if we don't have those capabilities in place, then we try to achieve them. So, is it the same thing? Okay, can we say understanding value means understanding the requirement of the customer?
Okay, so a good question. I'll answer it to everybody. Okay, so let me put it like this for all. This is a concept. I want you to first understand the concept. The concept is like this. You may not be in a position to upfront get all the things from the customer. There are some cases where customer speaks to you. There are some cases where you have to pick the information based on the clues which come from the customer, take it as an input and accordingly work back to achieve that input. Okay, so upfront customer will not say, like for example, if you are into a semiconductor industry, customer doesn't know how the product is manufactured, but he knows basics of the product. This is should be the material cost. I know how much the material comes. This should be processing. These guys are doing a lot of wastage. He will come and visit your plant. He'll see so much of inventory lying. He'll see so much of scrap happening, and then he'll say that, okay, I'm not very happy. I feel that this number is high and I'm going to give you not more than 20% profit. So he will give you some ballpark figures like this. Okay, so don't go literal, meaning saying that the customer will tell me and I'll do it. No, there are some cases, like for example, I am overweight. Okay, I don't think people have to tell me that I'm overweight. I have to first read and say that, okay, BMI is not in the right direction. It will make me worry over a period of time. Let me reduce my weight, right? So it is an unspoken voice of the customer. That is the outside world telling me, or doctors telling me, Roswin, you better come back on track, or else things will become bad for you. So there are some things which are directly told upfront that I can buy this product from you only if the selling price becomes like this, or if you reduce the cost by this much. There will be somebody coming and say, I want this product and I will pay you this much money. That's it, period. There will be somebody who will not say anything, and you'll realize that your profit margin in the business is depreciating and going to so much low that you will have to shut down your business. The only way to survive is cutting costs. So all these voices, will come in different ways, but from a lean perspective, the belief is you have to make the customer happy. Your customer can be internal, could be external. So whatever if you make the customer happy, then only your business will grow. That is what is the overall understanding and decoding of this concept of value. Okay. And it's a good question. It is applicable for. Thank you for reminding me so that I can give it to overview for everybody.